This is John Morris, and once again, more videos of the pottery production from San Juan de Oriente, Nicaragua. And this is the intricate part of the process where the designs are put on the pottery. Enjoy.
Well, here we are at Miguel Angel Calera's shop. As we can see, this artist is carving this piece with pre-Columbian Grecas. And this is very hard work because they have to do it by hand, and it takes a lot of time to carve each of this piece. Then, as we can see there, at the ground, they are trying to carve those little square pieces, and also that's one of the pieces that take most of the time of the artist. ¿Cuánto tiempo te lleva hacer esa pieza? Yeah, it takes 2 days to carve this piece.
Wow.
Yeah. This is one of the pieces that take a lot of time to do it. This is one of the hardest designs to draw and carve it. But actually what he's doing is trying to delete one of the triangles so you can see the design, and it takes a lot of time. He has to be very carefully to make it very geometric.
See?
To do all this line, they just do it by hand, doing it in this way, as you can see. And they have a very precise ability to do it, because this is one also of the hardest design by scribing.
Yes.
Scribing each triangle so you can have this design.
Wow.
And they carving this pre-Columbian Grecas. This is the way how they do it. Yeah, I think the immersive part in this piece is try to keep the same square of design in each circle here or square here, because if you miss one of this by scribing the wrong triangle, it won't look like this.
Right. Oh,
then you miss the geometry.
So it must take lots of concentration and very focused.
Exactly.
Here we're on San Juan de Oriente, and of course they need a lot of wood for the kilns. So here's an ox cart bringing in the wood to fire the kilns. So again, minimize the use of fossil fuel here.
Okay, here we have a firewood kiln. The process or the way to fire the pieces is as follows. The first step is to put the pieces in the kiln. It takes about 4 hours to smoke the pieces first. Then they put all the wood on and fire the pieces, and takes about 8 hours of firing about 800 degrees. And then it takes about all the night just to
cool down
the kiln, and the next day they take out the pieces, and the pieces will be ready.
And hopefully nothing cracked or broke.
Hopefully.
Yeah, let's keep your fingers crossed when you open that door.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's a piece that Paisley and I have purchased, and the artist is scribing his signature into it right now. This is the pre-Columbian piece. You can see, just use a very sharp scribe in order to get the words in.
Again, we're in San Juan de Oriente, Nicaragua. We are in a local cooperative, one of the first places that started in this village, and they offer lots of different selections of different potters, and some of the best pieces that the village has to offer are in this place, I believe. There's Paisley and Liz looking around. They have a great selection of a lot of different styles and varieties. I thought this was a pretty incredible piece here. It's all etched and scribed in a modern design, very unusual shape. very, very well done. Lots of hours of work. Okay. You can talk about this piece.
Okay, this is one of my favorites so far. Just amazing, the three-dimensionality of the painting on it. Did a lot of spot taking away to really give it a three-dimensional character, and left the chief with some great pecs that I'll try to zoom in on here. So again, just look at that beautiful detail of just looks so three-dimensional.
Well, the way to make the cylinder on the kit wheel, once is they are shaping the cylinder on the kit wheel, they will look like flat. This all the cylinder. Then when it's done, a couple of minutes later, they stretch with the finger the piece by doing this, just to shape this designs on the piece, and that's how they got this form.
Nice.
Action.
Now we're at Valentin Lopez's. This is a particular piece that we picked out last week. Very unique type of design. Probably modern is what I would call it.
Like watercolor.
Well, it's like a watercolor, but it's very different from...
Look at that parrot, that is beautiful. Yeah, keep turning it.
And we discovered him 3 years ago when we first came down and are very impressed with his work, and now to see something like this, as unusual as it is, it's very fun to see the artist doing different things.